Good afternoon, folks. We are back live at Woodforest Bank Stadium for a big football game this afternoon between Conroe and the Woodlands. District matchup bringing the 3-4 Conroe Tigers into the stadium against a 4-2 Highlanders team. Conroe comes in looking for their first district win. They're 0-3 in the district on the season. And flip that around for the Woodlands. They come in boasting a 3-0 record in district play. The Highlanders have won 3 straight. Last week, a big win over Grand Oaks, 52-17. Conroe, after a 3-1 start for the season, have lost their last 3. A close game last week, just got edged out by College Park, 28-24. It's an absolutely gorgeous afternoon at the stadium. We're about 26 minutes from kickoff. The Woodlands, with a win, would remain undefeated in the district play, and they would stay atop the standings, matching College Park at 4-0. College Park winners of last night's matchup with Oak Ridge here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. The last I checked, it was 79 degrees, pretty calm. Flags are moving just a little bit, maybe a south wind. I imagine we'll be close to 80 degrees by kickoff. The Woodlands at 4-2 have been ranked 120 in the state of Texas. In the 6A standings, or rather rankings, they come in at 54th and in Region 2, 27.
Should an emergency occur, instructions will be provided through public address system. Public safety personnel dispersed through the stadium may also provide instructions to fans. It is important for people to remain calm and follow through the instructions. If there is a total loss of power, please stay seated and school district staff will provide further directions. Under special circumstances for safety purposes, fans may be required to evacuate the stadium. Should this occur, please follow the directions provided through the public address system and leave in a calm, orderly fashion through the nearest gate. Should a weather event develop, information and warnings will be provided through the stadium public address system. After an event would cause you to leave the stadium, you would be readmitted to the stadium once it's safe. To report a public safety issue, please inform a CISD police officer or school official. Lastly, please remember, if you see something, say something.
Good evening, football fans, and welcome to tonight's game. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the UIL. Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, all of the players and students have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve excellence. This facility is also following COVID-19 risk mitigation guidelines as recommended by the UIL and state authorities. We ask that as a spectator, you help slow the spread of COVID-19 by wearing a face covering at all times unless consuming food or drink, maintaining at least 6 feet of distancing at all times from other groups and individuals outside of your household, and washing or sanitizing your hands often and avoiding touching your eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands. We also ask that as a spectator, you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches, trainers, cheerleaders, dancers, and musicians have put forth. Cheer them on, applaud them, but do not, through any of your actions, cause them to doubt the value of their hard work. By your conduct, allow these young people to feel pride in their communities and schools. While your sportsmanlike actions may play only a small part in the outcome of this game, it will play a greater role in continuing to encourage competitive athletics. The game officials have been mutually agreed upon by school officials from both schools. Their role is not unlike any of those players, coaches, teachers, and school administrators. Without them, this game would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game. We ask you, as students, parents, and citizens, to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials you would extend to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility. Enjoy the game.
Good evening. Welcome to this football game between the Woodlands High School and Conroe High School. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the University Interscholastic League. The officials for this game have been mutually agreed upon by school officials for both schools. Thank you for your good sportsmanship during the game, everyone. At this time, we would like to announce the Conroe High School varsity cheerleaders. The Conroe cheerleaders are coached by Lindsay Oldenburg, Courtney Campos, and Gabriella Lynn. Conroe cheerleaders junior Amber Maraviglia. She was a junior. Senior Alyssa Martinez. Sophomore Gabby Woodgardo. Senior Piper Birmingham. Sophomore Kaylin Petronella. Senior Maya Linton. Junior Fabiana Duran. Senior Captain Haley Smith. Junior Cheerleader of the Week, Leah Lawhorn. Senior Captain Katie Cannon. Junior Alyssa Castrojohn. Senior Abigail Russell. Junior Emily Park. Senior Katia Sanchez. Junior Abigail Adams. Sophomore Allison Gray. Sophomore Cooper Cannon. And none other than Tambo the Tiger. And the varsity cheerleaders for the Woodlands High School. Macy Allen. Lauren Barr. Ava Bass. Addie Beaver. Captain Kate Dennis. Jaden Eberly. Sabrina Epler. Reese Howard. Isa Jaranilla. Georgia Mahoney. Captain Emerson Mann. Jody McDowell. Bella McKinney. Captain Kira Munger. Bella Postorino. Warner Riggs. Abby Shriver. Erin Smith. Jenna Urban. Emma Valverde. Daniela Vargas. And the mascots, Grayson Brock and Max Van Ouderdyke. At this time, with the Good Sportsmanship League representatives, meet at midfield, exchange of pleasantries for Conroe. That's Haley Smith, Leah Lawhorn, and Katie Cannon. And for the Woodlands, we have Grace Farrell, Camilla Balderas, Audrey Henderson, Gabe Bustos, John Wolf, Reese Howard, and Emerson Mann. Thank you, students. Please rise for the Conroe High School school song. standing for the Woodlands High School school song.
What if everyone could heal like a pro? As the official healthcare provider for the Houston Texans, we use our experience to treat every patient with the same elite level of care. Studying the human body at its peak to better treat it when it's not. That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Shopping for a new or used vehicle? Or just looking for a place for good, reliable service? Go with the name you know. Gullo Ford, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Toyota. The Gullo family has been serving the Conroe Woodlands area since 1970. So the next time you're shopping for a new or used vehicle or just need service, do yourself a favor and go see Gullo Toyota, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Ford. Or log on anytime at GulloAuto.com. Gullo, let's drive.
It's not enough to be the leader in robotic-assisted procedures if we're not by your side for every step of your recovery, guiding you back to what makes you, you. Because it's not enough to replace your knee if we're not getting you to the moments that can't be replaced. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Resilience, strength, teamwork. We're no strangers to disaster, and our spirit is even bigger than our state. We're Montgomery County's hometown bank, Wood Forest National Bank, with over 25 area locations to assist you. Proudly celebrating 40 years in business and supporting community partners such as Conroe Independent School District, Montgomery County Food Bank, Wood Forest Food Bank Center, Montgomery County Habitat for Humanity, Wood Forest Center.
All right, we're back live at Wood Forest Bank Stadium, about 7.5 minutes away from kickoff. We've still got the national anthem and coin toss to fit in there. Conroe Tigers come in to take on the Woodlands Highlanders. It's the 4th district game for both schools. Conroe comes in 0-3 in the district, the Woodlands at 3-0. The Conroe offense goes through quarterback Jalen Williams, who leads the team in most offensive categories, including through the air on the season, thrown for 1,368 yards and 11 touchdowns. And then he's added 542 rushing yards to that total. Out of the backfield, keep an eye on number 34, Jordan O'Neal. He's rushed for over 200 yards on the season with 232 yards. And then Lewis Williams III, wide receiver, number 3, with 706 yards receiving on the season. A couple of DBs on the roster with 2 interceptions each. Number 4, Cameron Hilliard, and number 6, Lane Odell. And then a couple of defensive linemen lead the Tigers in sacks with 2 apiece. That would be Braylon Thomas and number 90, Romo. On the Woodlands side of the ball, they are led by senior quarterback Connor DeShiro and running back Lane O'Brien. Over the last 2 games, O'Brien has accounted for 4 touchdowns. Senior wide receiver Teddy Knox, very involved in the offense, as are Jack Calhoun and Ben Ferguson. It'll be a great game this afternoon. Just about 80 degrees outside, some clouds to dot the sky for us, and very, very calm. Little to no wind right now. Conroe football Tigers led by head coach Cedric Hardiman, and the Highlanders led by head coach Jim Rapp. Highlanders captains coming in include senior linebacker Noah Polotko, senior running back Lane O'Brien, senior offensive lineman Titan Tucker, senior defensive lineman Logan Ecure. I don't have information on Conroe's captains, although we'll get a look at them here shortly as they go midfield for the coin toss in about 4 minutes. Conroe sporting all white unis and white helmet this afternoon, and they're getting ready to exit the locker room and make their dramatic entrance through the inflatable tiger. Highlanders going with all green this afternoon as the home team. take a moment to thank our press box sponsors for the 2020 season. BJ's Restaurant in the Portofino Shopping Center here in Shenandoah, Buca de Beppo. Also in the Portofino Shopping Center in Shenandoah, Buffalo Wild Wings, Portofino Shopping Center in Shenandoah. Chili's of the Woodlands, College Park Chick-fil-A, Culver's in Conroe, H-E-B Conroe Market and Harper's Trace, Manny's Barbecue in Conroe, McKenzie's Barbecue in Conroe, Raising Cane's of Conroe, the Woodlands and Rayford Road, Red Robin of the Woodlands, Russo's New York Pizzeria in Conroe, Spectrum in Oak Ridge, Spring Creek Barbecue, Portofino Shopping Center, Shenandoah, Texas Roadhouse in Conroe, Vernon's Country Catfish in Conroe, and Wings and More in Conroe. Special thanks to College Park Chick-fil-A for sponsoring the press box this afternoon. And Conroe Tigers slowly making their way onto the field through the smoke and the inflatable. And again, they come in looking for their first district win. On the season, they're 3-4, 0-3 in district play, and they have a streak that they'd like to turn around this afternoon, losers of their last 3. But it was a close one last week as they lost to College Park 28-24. And you see the Highlanders as they get ready to make their entrance here on the west side of the stadium. They have won 3 in a row and coming with a 4-2 record. Those 3 wins, all district wins, as they come in undefeated. Winners of last week's game, 52-17 over Grand Oaks. And the Woodlands Highlanders ready to get started. We are less than 2 minutes away from the planned kickoff. As the ROTC, or the junior ROTC, waits in the wings to present the colors. We'll get the national anthem in here. And we'll get this fantastic afternoon game started very shortly. It really is the perfect Saturday for Texas high school football, and we'll have a good matchup here. Conroe is going to be very motivated to go after that win this afternoon in the Woodlands. If they can remain undefeated in district play, will be atop the standings tied with College Park. Winners of their game last night improved to 4-0 on district play. There we got a look at the colors presented by the junior ROTC.
Commanding the color guard and carrying the United States flag is Cadet First Lieutenant Emma Schimmel. The Texas flag is being carried by Cadet Airman Bryce Wallace. The left guard is Cadet Airman Basic Tegan McSherry. The right guard is Cadet Airman Basic Claire Curtis. During the national anthem, please stand quietly with your hand over your heart, and gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Woodlands Highlanders band with a great rendition once again of our national anthem. Both sidelines looking ready to get this game started, and we will see the captains go to the center of the field for the coin toss. It looks like linebacker Noah Polacco will represent the Woodlands, and Joshua Denman will be the captain for the Conroe Tigers this afternoon for the coin toss as they meet and greet midfield. Conroe wins the toss and defer to second half. The Woodlands will receive, and it looks like they will be with their backs to the north end zone as we're ready to start this first quarter. Beautiful, beautiful afternoon at Woodforest Bank Stadium. We are in the heart of Montgomery County here in Shenandoah. We have some clouds, but it's beautiful and sunny. Very little breeze, 79 degrees. A perfect way to spend your Saturday afternoon. And we want to thank you all for joining us. The Woodlands have two back inside the 10-yard line. Look like they're going to get settled in around the 5 as they await the kick. And it looks like Brendan Dillo, or excuse me, Joshua Josue Santos getting the ball on the tee for Conroe. He'll be kicking off, going south to north on this kickoff. And we are ready to get this game started. The kick is up, and it will be caught at the 10-yard line and advanced to the 15, right up the middle to the 20, past the 25 to the 30. He's bringing it over to the right sideline and fights off would-be tacklers past the 40. And that is advanced all the way to the 45-yard line. So a great return to start this game for the Highlanders. Patient running and waiting on his blocks. Found the seam, and that is speedy wide receiver Jack Calhoun. They get him involved somewhat in the running game as well. So keep an eye out for number 3. The Highlanders ready to get started with Connor DeShiro in the shotgun. Puts Calhoun in motion in the slot. Gets the snap, the handoff up the middle. Fighting for some extra yardage past midfield, brought down. That's senior running back Lane O'Brien. Getting 6 yards on that carry. And it'll bring up 2nd and 4. In one play, they already find themselves in Conroe territory. Calhoun in the backfield along with O'Brien. Put Calhoun in motion. Handoff goes to O'Brien, fights his way for the first down past the 45. They'll mark it at the 44, and they'll move the chains. The Highlanders quick to the line. Get the play from the sideline. It'll be an empty backfield. 3 wide receivers to the left, 2 to his right. DeShiro in shotgun. Gets the snap, looking to his left, has his receiver. Hit immediately upon completion, but gets about 5 yards on the gain down to the 39-yard line. Ball on the left hash mark.
Second and 5 for the Highlanders, Tiger territory. 39.
O'Brien lined up behind DeShiro in the pistol formation. He'll take the handoff, hit at the line of scrimmage, fights his way maybe for a yard. They'll mark this ball at the 37-yard line. It'll bring up third down and about 3 yards. Quarterback DeShiro directing traffic, gets everybody set. O'Brien in the backfield to his left, takes the snap. The handoff goes to Calhoun, who's hit in the backfield, tries to fight his way for some positive yardage, but brought down for a loss. They'll mark it at the 40, so a loss of about 2 yards, maybe 3, but that brings up fourth down, and they would need 6 yards for this first down. It looks like they're going to go for the first down. This field position, one of those tricky ones, too far for a field goal. So a big 4th and 6th down. 4th down and 6 yards, but they're going to do a pooch punt here. And looks like a pretty good one. It'll land inside the 15. Take a bounce for the Woodlands and down to right about the 10-yard line, and that's where Conroe will start for their first series of this game, as their defense was able to hold after a good kick return and good field position to start for the Woodlands. Again, you got to keep an eye on number 1 for Conroe, quarterback Jalen Williams. Has over 1,300 yards passing, over 500 yards rushing. He's the engine of this offense. He takes the snap. He looks to his left, a quick fire to his receiver, has a blocker in front, but well played. Tackle made by Travion Sampson-Hampton for the Woodlands. A gain of about 2 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Tigers. Williams in shotgun with Jordan O'Neal in the backfield with him, directs traffic and has a man in motion. The handoff goes to number 17, who's looking for some room to run on the right side, but he's brought down for a loss back at the original line of scrimmage, so a loss of 2. So this will be a 3rd down and 10 yards to go situation. Empty backfield, looking to throw to his right, has to scramble out of the pocket, but he's caught in the backfield and dropped for a sack. Logan Ekior, the defensive lineman, the senior captain for the Highlanders, credited with that sack. And that'll force Conroe to punt, and they'll punt from deep in the end zone, a situation where you have to keep an eye on the snap because you don't want a bad snap to result in a safety. One man back for the Highlanders at about the 40-yard line on the Conroe side of the field. It's a good snap. The punt is off. It's going to be caught at the 40 and advanced to the 30, on the sideline to the 20, and forced out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. So great field position for possession number 2 for the Woodlands. They'll start from the Conroe 16-yard line. The Woodlands defense forcing a quick 3 and out for Conroe. And the Highlanders looking at their 2nd possession of the game. Handoff goes to number 15, Lane O'Brien. Not a lot of running room. Met at the line of scrimmage and dropped. It looks like they'll mark it at the 17 and call it a 1-yard loss. Highlanders set up. 2 wide receivers on either side. O'Brien in the backfield. To DeShiro's right. And a quick jump by the Conroe defensive line. There's a flag on this play. He was offsides on this snap, trying to time the snap and around the edge with nobody to block him. But that will certainly go against Conroe. That 5-yard penalty will get the ball to about the 12-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and 6. Highlanders ready in the shotgun. Puts O'Brien in motion, pitches it to his right, has some blockers and running room to his right, but Conroe defense closes in on him and makes the hit right back at the original line of scrimmage. And it'll be 3rd and 6. Three wide receivers to his left. DeShiro has Calhoun in the slot. That's who he's looking for on a quick curl route. Well timed, but through the fingers of Jack Calhoun for an incomplete pass. That brings up 4th down, and it looks like they'll bring out the kicking unit to try to get some points on the board. And Trey Harrison, kicker for the Woodlands, looking at a 29-yard field goal. It's right down the middle, so they'll get on the board first. So the Woodlands capitalize on good field position and get 3 points out of their second series of the game to go up 3-0. A little less than 7 minutes into action this afternoon. Conroe going with 3 men back, all lining up between the 10 and 5-yard line. Highlanders using junior kicker Nick Sims for kickoffs. And he's got the ball teed up, and we're ready for this kickoff. It's going to be short, fielded inside the 30, brought up to the 30, and then met by several Highlanders at about the 31-yard line. That's where Conroe is going to get started on their second possession of this afternoon. Much better field possession on this possession. Much better field position on this possession for Conroe. They were deep in their own territory to get started, and a quick 3-and-out to follow. A quick pass to his left is complete to number 7. Joshua Denman with the reception, and that's good enough for a 1st down, as they'll mark the ball at the 41. Looks like Conroe will stay with the empty backfield, Running back Jordan O'Neal lining up in the slot on the right side. And a quick pass trying to connect once again with Denman, but incomplete and out of bounds. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. O'Brien back in the backfield with Jalen Williams. Williams tosses it to his right. O'Brien, with not a lot of room to run, brought down after maybe a gain of 2 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. They'll line up again with an empty backfield. They move Jordan O'Neal, the running back, to the slot on the left side. 5 wide receivers. Williams in shotgun. Drops back to pass, looking to his right. Has a receiver on the sideline, overthrows him. Pass incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And the Tigers will be forced to punt. The Woodlands defense so far looking good and limiting the Conroe Tigers from getting too much started in the first quarter. This will be their 2nd punt of the afternoon. And it's a pretty good punt. Fair catch called for at about the 21-yard line. And they'll put it down at the 22. That's where the Woodlands will get started. From the left hash mark as they get started with their 3rd possession of the afternoon. Short field, ended up with 3 points on a 29-yard field goal on their last possession. DeShiro in shotgun. 4 wide receivers. Looking to his left. Has his receiver on the sideline, finds number 6. I'm not sure that pass is complete. He could not maintain possession as he was going out of bounds. Ben Ferguson, the intended target. Nice throw from DeShiro. Just caught at one of those angles that was kind of tough to come down with and maintain possession. 2nd and 10. From their own 22. Looking across the middle, has a receiver who had his man beat. That was Jack Calhoun. Open right at midfield, but overthrown. So a missed opportunity for the Highlanders there. As Calhoun, coming out of his break, had about a step or 2 on his defender. So the Woodlands have 3rd and 10. Calhoun in motion out of the backfield. Looks him off to his right and then throws to his left. A wide receiver screen. Good for 8 yards, but not enough for the 1st down. As they come up just short, getting the ball up to just past the 30-yard line. They needed it up to the 32 for that 1st down. So deep in their own territory, the Woodlands are going to have to punt. And Conroe defense has to be happy with that series, as this very well may result in pretty good field position for them. Their return man setting up on their own. Well, now he's moving back to about his 35-yard line. The punt is off. It's good. Fair catch called for. Caught cleanly at the 38-yard line, so decent field position. As the Tigers will get set for their 3rd possession of the game. Looking for their 1st score. We sit at 3-0 in favor of the Woodlands. 9 minutes into this afternoon kickoff. Conroe still looking for a spark on offense here. Wide receiver in motion, right to left. Jalen Williams with some play action, looking across the middle, tries to squeeze the throw in between some Highlander defenders. That is incomplete. Pass intended for Jordan Thomas. That would have been a tough throw to complete, and he nearly pulled it off. Jalen Williams in shotgun with an empty backfield. A bunch of receivers bunched up to his right, but he looks to his left. Fires across the middle. It looks as though he found his man. Pass complete to Jace Williams, and they'll mark it at the 34. The Woodlands player signaling no catch. The referee making the call saying pass complete as he was falling to the turf. We see it again. Had a defender on his back and able to come down with it. Williams pump fake to his left, has a man open, finds him, complete, and drags his defender into the end zone. That is a touchdown for Conroe. Charles Kibble with the reception. Pending the extra point. The kick is up and good, so Conroe takes the lead 7-3 on, I think, about a 32-yard touchdown pass. So a couple of big passing plays from Jalen Williams results in 7 points for the Tigers. That is going to go down as their first lead of the afternoon. And the Highlanders will look to respond. This kick is going to be fielded at about the 13-yard line and advanced to the 20. Makes his way to the 30, breaks some tacklers. He's going to the other sideline to the 40. He's going to make it to midfield, the 50. Now he's past the 40 to the 30. He had one man to beat, brought down from behind inside the 25-yard line. A great return to the 23-yard line. The Highlanders with another opportunity here with a short field to work with. There is a flag down, however, all the way back at the Woodlands 32-yard line. So I believe they just had a block to the back. So that huge return coming all the way back, an unfortunate turn for the Woodlands, as they will now start from their own 22-yard line. So a big shift in momentum, as it looked like they'd be operating with a really short field. But that block to the back, putting them back here at the 22. And the handoff to Jabari Reed. Or actually, that was quarterback keeper, and DeShiro was dropped for a loss. And the Woodlands have 2nd and 12. DeShiro looking to his left, finds Calhoun short. Calhoun with the grab and some speed after the catch, able to advance it up to the 34-yard line, which is enough for a first down and some breathing room for the Highlanders. Plenty of time in the pocket for DeShiro. Finds one of his preferred receivers for a first down gain. Snap and the handoff goes to Jabari Reed, who finds a little bit of running room. Gain of 2 yards. Ball marked at the 37-yard line, brings up 2nd and 7. DeShiro with the cadence, trying to see if he can tell what Conroe's going to do on the defensive side of the ball. Gets the snap. He's looking to his left. Has his receiver open, unable to make that catch. Well defended, but Ben Ferguson had a step on his defender and actually got his hands on this, but could not come down with it. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 7. Highlanders looking to respond to Conroe's touchdown. And they had a big kickoff return, but that was called back with a block to the back call. Slot receiver in motion left to right. DeShiro looking that way, cannot shake the defender in the backfield, tries to complete a quick toss to Jack Calhoun. That goes incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down, and it'll bring out the punting unit. Conroe's return man setting up at the 25. The snap is good. The punt is off. It's going to be caught at the 30, and the return attempted past the 35. Hit and knocked out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. And that's where Conroe will start this series. There's 11 seconds left in the first quarter. 7-3 Conroe lead. Jalen Williams with a 32-yard touchdown pass to Kibble for their last possession that ended in that touchdown. And Conroe will look to add to their lead as Jalen Williams is set up in the shotgun. It's a play action pass. He has his man on the slant across the middle, unsure if he was able to hold on to it. I'm pretty sure that's an incomplete pass. And it'll bring up 2nd and 10. For a moment, it looked like he had caught it and taken a couple of steps before bobbling it, but I don't think he ever had a clean grip on that. From the 38. It's a handoff and brought up the middle and then to the right hash marks, dragging tacklers with him. Brought down at the 44, and that'll be the last play of the first quarter. Conroe Tigers with 7, the Woodlands Highlanders 3. It's been a fun game so far this afternoon. We'll get ready for the second quarter here shortly. Conroe starting the second quarter with a 3rd and 5. They're on their own 44-yard line. They come out with an empty backfield. Number 28, Charles Kibble in motion, going wide left. And the ball swatted down at the line of scrimmage, so pass incomplete. And the Highlanders defense will force Conroe to punt. And the Highlanders putting their deep man at about the 18, but then they have someone lined up on the 30 in case this punt ends up being a short one. And this one will go to the deep man, letting it drop. It takes a Woodlands
It's
bounce.
Donnie Buckaloo from Buckaloo Chevrolet, home of the Better Buy. Buckaloo Chevrolet is here to help you with all your transportation needs. Visit us in Conroe or shop BuckalooChevrolet.com. See you soon.
It's a better buy at Buckaloo.
Ball carrier number 15, O'Brien. On the stop there is number 46, Riley Payne. Gaining about a yard. 3rd down. 2nd down by O'Brien.
On Conroe, penalty be enforced half the distance to the goal. Be first down to Woodlands.
Mabry, mid-power. Conroe ISD would like to thank all of their press sponsors on food this year. Some of them include the Tempo and Buffalo Wild Wings over at the shopping center right here behind us. Chick-fil-A at College Park, Chili's in Lake Woodlands, Culver's in Conroe, and the H-E-B Conroe Market in Harper's Trace. We also have Manny's Barbecue, Buchanan's Barbecue, Raising Cane's in Conroe, and the Woodlands are on Redford Road. Red Robin, Uso's Pizzeria, New York Pizzeria, on to number 60. The Highlanders, Nick Sims. Kick taken by number 4, K4. Run out of bounds by number 2, Cam Humphrey. First down, Highlanders from their own 48. Flag down. Ball carries in 3, Calhoun.
Offside. 5-yard penalty, skip first down.
Flag down. Ball carries in 12, Conroe. Third down 5 for the Tigers. Ball carried number 34. O'Neal. On the stop, number 91. Logan Ecure. And the punt, number 47, Cruz Granados. Six-yard punt, first down. Tiger territory, about 30. Pass complete, number 3, that's Calhoun. Wrestles out of bounds, number 4, that's Cameron Hilliard. He's second down and 4 behind him. That's number 10, the Tigers. Great job. Good. Number 33, Santos. 4:12 left in the first half. We got Conroe 21, Woodlands 10. At this time, Conroe ISD would also like to thank the following partners for their support. That's the Shenandoah Municipal Development District, Richmond Realty Group, Consolidated Communications, Lone Star College, Arcadia Subdivision, CHI St. Luke's Health, the Woodlands Sports Medicine Center, and St. Lucie State University. Thank you for your support. Kicking off with 33, Santos. Kickoff return number 4, it's Cade Moore. Stop was made number 19, Joshua Archie. first down. Highlanders on their own 31.
Out, Conroe.
Pass complete to number 6, Ferguson. On the stop for the Tigers, number 22. Hamilton, number 15, Bradford. Second down, 3. Knocked out of bounds by number 15, Bradford. Tiger. First down. Tiger territory. Pass incomplete. Second and 10, Islanders. Chased out of bounds on the 6, Odell. Extra point's good. .145 left in the first half. We got Conroe 21, Woodlands 17. It's almost halftime. I'd like to thank Chick-fil-A for being food sponsor today in the press box. We're all going to go eat a chicken sandwich in a minute 45 seconds. So thank you, Chick-fil-A, for your continued support of Conroe Athletics. Thank you. Kicking off number 60 for the Highlanders. It's Nick Sim. Back deep, we have number 3. Number 34 for Leo, number 17. Jace Williams. To be first down, the Tigers on 25. Ball carries quarterback. It's number 1, Williams. Good tackle by number 26, Trey Harrison. Second down, 7 for the Tigers. Ball carrier number 13, Payne. Tackle number 24, Travion Sampson Hampton. Third down, 7. Pass complete, number 7, Joshua Denman. Stop at 29, Gabe Miller. Jordan Thomas, flag down.
During the return, personal foul, line side block, return team. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, be first down Woodlands.
That's the end of the first half. Conroe 21, Woodlands 17.
Good evening, football fans, and welcome to tonight's game. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the UIL. Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, all of the players and students have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve excellence. This facility is also following COVID-19 risk mitigation guidelines as recommended by the UIL and state authorities. We ask that as a spectator, you help slow the spread of COVID-19 by wearing a face covering at all times unless consuming food or drink, maintaining at
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime! Introducing Private Conroe, Conroe High School, Golden World, under the direction of Mason Lopez, Golden World. The Golden Girls would like to thank their top attractive sponsors, Paul, County and Associates, and SBI Hydraulic Desert, for their support. Teacher of the Week, Mrs. Shook. Spirit Girl of the Week, Savannah Boudreau. Golden Girl of the Week, Brianna Campbell. Soko of the Week, Mackenzie Walls. Officer of the Week, Savannah Keppy. Social Committee members are Brittany Cameron, Mary Kohler, Amaya Lynch, Mackenzie Walls, and Alexis Willard. Military officers are Gisela Sarmiento, Lieutenant Colonel. Kaylee Knoll, Lieutenant Colonel. Meredith Dwyer, Lieutenant Colonel. Savannah Keppy, First Lieutenant Colonel. And Haley Britt, Colonel. The Golden Girls will perform a streamer jazz routine to Sucker. Take it away, Golden Girls. greatest academic traditions in Texas since 1900, award-winning Conroe High, under the leadership of Principal Dr. Tasha Smith, along with Dr. Curtis Knowles, Superintendent of the Conroe ISD, celebrating 128 years of excellence. Together proudly present one of the oldest bands in Texas as it celebrates its 91st birthday this year. Please give a big welcome to the legendary Conroe Tiger Band. Section of the week, our whole band and guard. The Houston Texans has chosen the Conroe Tiger Band to be featured in its series entitled More Than a Game. The Houston Texans film crew wrapped up a filming on Thursday after following the band at rehearsals, pep rallies, and games for the past 2 weeks, and will be aired on December 4th. And our famous drum line will be at NRG Stadium tomorrow, playing for the Texans game. Today, the band presents its award-winning contest show entitled The Grind, depicting the daily life of a steel worker. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, celebrating an award-winning brand tradition since 1929, please welcome the legendary Conroe Tiger Band. Conroe High, one of the greatest high school traditions in Texas, has earned titles and championships in every activity offered in every decade since 1900. We celebrate our past while working toward the future. Conroe High, a proud tradition of excellence for 120 years. And now, for Conroe alumni and faithful everywhere, even if you happen to be wearing green and red, stand proud and rejoice in the greatest high school fight song of all time. Celebrating America's greatest generation from 1947, here is Ed Cannon's Tiger Boogie!
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The Woodlands High School is proud to present the award-winning Woodlands High School Marching Band and High Steppers. This afternoon, the band kicks off its halftime show performing Dance at the Gym, a moment from West Side Story, featuring the music of Leonard Bernstein. Today, the band is under the field direction of head drum major Mahika Perry, assistant drum majors Lauren Banker, Paige Holmes, Katie Underwood, and Alexis DeBaudry. Our percussion captain is John Wolf. The assistant percussion captains are Jeffrey Curtin and Luke Dillon. Our guard captains are Grace Crispin, AJ Hendricks, and Ella McFarland. This year's band presidents are Sydney Blake and Wyatt Glon, and the vice president is Gabriel Bustos. Our featured twirler today is Kaylin Lambert. Our historians are Allie Flynn, Keely Merrill, and Adriana Nunez. Band secretaries are Leah Tyson, Sydney Smith, Nico Razzo, Angela Picker, Gabby Nunez, Emma Olson, Tyler Loba, Paola Garcia, Anika Dada, Emma Carter, and Keely Merrill. Our guard flag lieutenant is Lauren Maynard. Guard weapons lieutenant is Ashlyn Kennedy. Guard squad leaders are Ashton Jenkins and Tate Nguyen. Guard social officers are Alina Torres and Sarah Olivas. And the guard in LA is Grace Phelps. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2020 Woodlands High School Marching Band. conforming to the jazz routine, you can't stop the beat. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2020-2021 Woodlands High School High Steppers.
Do you know who the couple was that was standing here? Did you see them? Do you know who they were?
They're VIPs upstairs.
Okay. I sit in her lap. I didn't know she was behind me. I went to sit down and hit her with my butt. Okay.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Great halftime performance by both schools. It's really good. And at this time, I'd like to thank our Gullo Auto Group again for sponsoring today's game. That's Gullo, Ford, Mazda, and Toyota. They're today's proud game day sponsors. It's Gullo Mazda, Gullo Toyota, and Gullo Ford. They've been treating customers like family in this area since 1970. So when you're ready for a new or used vehicle, go with the name you know, Gullo, Toyota, Ford, and Mazda.
Taking a look at the first half highlights of what amounted to a really good first half. Conroe going to start the second half with a 21-17 lead over the Woodlands. Both teams out of the locker room, ready to make their way onto the field and get this second half started. A couple of big turnovers, a couple of big plays on this district matchup. Conroe came in looking for their first district win, so they have to be pleased with their first half as they're holding on to this 4-point lead. Meanwhile, the Woodlands came in 3-0 in district play. And with College Park, winners of their game last night, sitting atop the standings at 4-0, the Woodlands would have to come out here with a win if they want to stay on top of the standings as well. Conroe Tigers out on the field, ready to get started with the second half. Their scores coming in the first quarter with a 32-yard touchdown reception from Kibble. And then in the second quarter, a couple of touchdowns, including one from quarterback Jalen Williams on a 1-yard quarterback sneak into the end zone. And then the big play of the afternoon so far with a sack, fumble recovery, and a 70-yard return of that fumble by Braden Jones for Conroe High School. Meanwhile, the Woodlands were on the board first with a field goal in the first quarter, and then they followed with 2 scores in the second quarter. A 6-yard rushing touchdown from their freshman quarterback, Mabry Matower. And then at the end of the first half, a 25-yard touchdown reception by Teddy Knox. And the Highlanders making their way onto the field to get this second half started. And that's where we sit, 21-17, Conroe with a 4-point lead. On this gorgeous Saturday afternoon here at Wood Forest Bank Stadium. We're still sitting pretty at 79 degrees. Very calm skies. The flags are not blowing in the wind. It's a beautiful afternoon. And the Tigers are out. They will be receiving the kickoff to start the second half. as they try to build on their 4-point lead. And the kick is caught at the 15-yard line and advanced not quite to the 20, brought down by a shoestring tackle at the 19-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will get started as we begin the second half of play. Conroe offense goes through quarterback Jalen Williams. He's number 1 in the backfield. He's got Jordan O'Neal in the backfield to his right. It's a play action pass as he rolls to his right, barely gets the pass off before being brought down. It's an incomplete pass. Jace Williams, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Play comes in, everybody's set on the line. It looked like some early movement on the Conroe side of the ball, and the flags come out. This will probably be a false start penalty against the Tigers. And that's in fact what the call is, so they'll step off 5 yards. And that'll give the Tigers 2nd and 15 from their own 14-yard line. They'll empty the backfield as Jalen Williams goes into shotgun with his running back in the slot to his right. He looks to his left to throw. On a slant pattern, finds his man past the 20 and brought down at the 24-yard line. Joshua Denman with the reception. So 3rd down and 6. Conroe with an empty backfield, 5 wide receivers. He's going to try to tuck and run, but he's brought down in the backfield for the sack. That's Matthew Nipfel, the senior linebacker, who's able to get into the backfield and bring down Jalen Williams for the sack. Conroe looking at a 4th and 9. They'll bring out the punting unit. The Woodlands set to receive this punt on their own 45. And they've got wide receiver Ben Ferguson sort of playing in the midway point, lined up on the Conroe side of the field about the 45. This punt is up and it's fairly deep. They're going to have to let it fall at the 40. It takes a Conroe bounce, and they'll be able to down this punt at the 30-yard line. So the Conroe offense unable to get too much started on their first series in the second half. The Highlanders coming out for their first series. Just about a minute and a half run off the clock on that possession for the Tigers. Highlanders take over. DeShiro back to pass, looks across the middle, finds his man. Plenty of room to run after the catch, makes it to midfield and across the 50, brought down at about the 48-yard line. Junior wide receiver Ben Ferguson with the catch. DeShiro back in shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his left, 1 right. He's looking to the left, wants to go deep across the middle, has his man, but overthrows him just out of reach. Ferguson, the intended target, had about a step on his defender and just a bit too much on that throw. Ferguson laying out to try to get that. Unable to connect, brings up 2nd and 10. On the Conroe 48. Puts the man in motion in the backfield. It's a pitch to the left. He's trying to get the edge. Not a lot of room to run. Brought down at the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 1. And it'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Highlanders. Lane O'Brien in the backfield with DeShiro, lines up to his right. 2 wide receivers on either side. DeShiro drops back to pass. He's looking to his left. Throws it to the sideline. Nearly picked off. But Ben Ferguson able to come down with the ball in bounds. Steadies himself at about the 46-yard line before going out of bounds. But that's plenty for the first down. That's the 36-yard line in Conroe territory, where the Highlanders get their fresh set of downs. O'Brien in the pistol formation behind DeShiro. He takes the handoff, hits the line of scrimmage, drops himself forward, and gains about 3 yards. 3 tough yards on that carry to bring up 2nd and 7. O'Brien in the backfield to his left. DeShiro looks to his right and then tucks the ball and runs up the middle, brought down at the 30. So a gain of about 3 or 4 yards. We'll bring up 3rd and 4. They'll run in the pistol formation with O'Brien behind DeShiro in shotgun. Calhoun, the slot receiver, on the right. Ben Ferguson in the slot on the left. Teddy Knox, the receiver, wide left. DeShiro looks to his right, has his man across the middle. That's complete for a first down. Ben Ferguson with the reception brings it up to the 20-yard line. That'll move the chains for the Highlanders, as they're showing the ability to move the ball on this possession. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Calhoun lines up close to the line of scrimmage, just behind the left tackle. DeShiro with the snap and the handoff. O'Brien quickly met behind the line of scrimmage, will be dropped for a loss of, they'll mark it, a loss of 3 yards. So Conroe all over that run. That'll make it 2nd and 13. The Highlanders quick to the line, 4 wide receivers. Now they'll look to the sideline and make an adjustment or two. Gets the snap, looks to his left. He's going for the corner and gets his man inside the 5-yard line. They say complete and inbounds at the 3. Another reception for Ben Ferguson. So a busy afternoon for the junior wide receiver. And the Highlanders will have a 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Ball on the left hash mark. Half the line of scrimmage is in shadows, half in the sun. From under center in the I formation, DeShiro will hand off. Number 5 leaps over the line into the end zone, breaking the plane for the touchdown. Very athletic move from Jabari Reed, the junior running back, with a 3-yard touchdown score. Point after try. The kick is up and good, and the Woodlands retake the lead 24-21 over Conroe with 6 minutes and 35 seconds left in the quarter.
Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsor, special Chick-fil-A meal up here tonight.
Conroe ISD would like to thank the press box sponsors for the 2020 season: BJ's Restaurant in the Portofino Shopping Center in Shenandoah, Buca de Beppo in the Portofino Shopping Center in Shenandoah, Buffalo Wild Wings also in the Portofino Shopping Center in Shenandoah, Chili's of the Woodlands, College Park Chick-fil-A, Culver's in Conroe, HEB Conroe Market and Harper's Trace, Manny's Barbecue in Conroe, McKenzie's Barbecue in Conroe, Raising Cane's of Conroe, the Woodlands and Rayford Road, Red Robin of the Woodlands, Russo's New York Pizzeria in Conroe, Spectrum in Oak Ridge, Spring Creek Barbecue, Portofino Shopping Center in Shenandoah, Texas Roadhouse Conroe, Vernon's Country Catfish Conroe, Wings and More Conroe, and a special thanks to College Park Chick-fil-A for sponsoring the press box tonight. Conroe going to look to respond to that scoring drive from the Highlanders. The kick is up and fielded at the 22 rather, brought up to the 25 and dropped at the 27-yard line. Conroe's second possession of the second half will get started from the 28-yard line, it looks like, where they'll spot this ball. Nothing doing for the Conroe offense on their first series of the second half. Looking to make some adjustments. They'll hand off up the middle to Jordan O'Neill, who's got plenty of room to run, and brings it up to the 44-yard line. So hits the line and finds room to run. And a new set of downs for the Tigers. They're on their own 44. They'll option handoff to O'Neill, but Jalen Williams decides to keep it and takes it around the left side for another positive gain up to the 50-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 4. Empty backfield for Williams, takes the snap and goes right up the middle with it. Hit almost immediately at the line of scrimmage. Maybe back to the line, maybe a half a yard loss, but we're looking at a 3rd and 4. And the play comes in from the sideline. They'll move the running back Jordan O'Neill into the slot on the right side, so it's an empty backfield for Jalen Williams. Gets the snap, drops to pass, looks across the middle. Number 80, the intended target, Jordan Thomas, but well covered. And no movement immediately for Conroe from the sidelines to bring in the punting unit. They would need 4 yards to pick up this first down. They're only down 3 points. They're lining up as though they're going to go for it. They have Jordan O'Neill in the backfield. They put their wide receiver in motion. It takes the snap. It's a quick pass, but it is not catchable. Kylie Payne, the intended target, not the most accurate pass there. It's a turnover on downs. The Woodlands will take over with good field position. They'll start at the 50, and they'll try to follow up their last possession, which ended in a 3-yard touchdown run by Jabari Reed. Highlanders in the pistol formation. O'Brien takes the handoff. That's actually Jabari Reed, but he's met in the backfield, twists away from some would-be tacklers before finally being wrangled down back at about the 47-yard line. So that'll go down as a loss of 3 yards. And the Highlanders will have a 2nd and 13 from their own 47-yard line. Lane O'Brien back in the backfield, but the handoff goes to Calhoun, who then tosses it on what was intended to be a reverse. Recovered by Teddy Knox. A late flag comes in as a Conroe player is down on the Woodlands sideline. The refs are conferencing on this flag as the Tiger player being attended to on the field. So there is a player down, but also a flag that we're waiting to see what the call is. So the player's up and gets a round of applause as he's able to get off the field under his own power. And now we wait for the call on what this flag was. So right now they have the ball spotted on the Woodlands 45-yard line, and there's been no call on why the flag was thrown. So they're saying there was no penalty on the play. They pick up the flag. This is where we'll get started from the Woodlands 45-yard line. And they're looking at a 3rd and 15. DeShiro back to pass, looking to go deep. Has his man, finds him open, gets it down inside the 10-yard line. A beautiful pass to senior wide receiver Teddy Knox. Did not see a flag on this play. However, a couple of the refs are talking something over. So a sideline interference penalty against the Woodlands bench, and that's a 15-yard penalty that will take this back to the 23-yard line. Not sure exactly what happened on the sideline or what that call was pertaining to, but a costly penalty for the Highlanders. They had made it inside the 10-yard line, but now they're operating from outside the red zone, just outside the red zone on the 23. Highlanders are ready to go after it. DeShiro back to pass, looks to his left, finds his receiver, able to fall forward to the 15. That's Ben Ferguson with the reception. Just short of the first down. They'll have a 2nd and 2. Ball at the Conroe 15, 2 yards to go to pick up this first down. DeShiro takes the snap, handoff goes to O'Brien. This play is going to be whistled dead. They're going to call it a false start penalty against the Woodlands. So this will bring it back 5 yards, and we'll redo this 2nd down. So a couple of opportunities for the Woodlands to make some positive gains have been brought back due to penalties. And they'll try this 2nd down again from the 20, 7 yards to pick up the first down. O'Brien in the backfield to his left. DeShiro back to pass. Has plenty of time, goes across the middle, finds Calhoun. Calhoun up to the 10 and the 5. Tackled out of bounds inside the 5. They'll say 3-yard line. The Highlanders will have 1st and goal from the 3. And they'll bring in freshman quarterback Mabry Mettauer to line up behind center, and he is responsible for a 6-yard touchdown run earlier. Let's see if that's the design play here as he takes the snap, and he will take it up the middle. He's hit hard and dropped right at that line of scrimmage. Brought down at the 3. They will bring Connor DeShiro back in at quarterback as they have 2nd and goal now from the 3. And they'll go with DeShiro under center in the I formation. The handoff goes to Jabari Reed, who tries to pump his knees through the line but brought down after just a 1-yard gain. The Highlanders will have 3rd and goal now from the 2. They're trying to build on their 3-point lead. And DeShiro under center is a quarterback sneak. He did not look like he got it through before he was down, and they're going to mark him down at the half-yard line. So it'll be 4th and goal from about the half-yard line. And you have to imagine with the push they got on that snap and quarterback sneak that they might just line up and try it again. It looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. Takes the snap, leans forward, breaks the plane. That's a touchdown. The Woodlands on a 1-yard quarterback keeper. Will build on their lead here with a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Point after try. They're set up. And Conroe jumps across the line, but the snap is good and the kick is up and good. They threw a flag on this. It will be declined, and that extra point should stand. So they decline the penalty officially, and that extra point counts. So the Woodlands lead grows to 10. They're up 31-21. So they have 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter to take the lead away from Conroe, who came into the 2nd half with a 21-17 lead. The Highlanders looking to go 4-0 in district play. Conroe trying to get their first district win of the season. will certainly look to respond to the Highlanders score with some points off of this possession. Even a field goal would be welcome for the Tigers to get within a touchdown from the Highlanders. We're set for the kickoff. Conroe likes to put 3 men back deep at the 5-yard line. The kick is up. They're going to go short with this one. It's fielded at the 25 on the left side of the field, brought up to the 30, over to the 35, 40. Hit and stays on his feet before being brought down at about the 43-yard line. So good field position for the Tigers here as they try to respond to the Woodlands touchdown with a score of their own. Starting close to midfield at the 42. Jalen Williams looking to pass, looks to his right, decides to tuck and run, has space to move, makes it across the 50, and tackled out of bounds at the 46-yard line on the Woodlands side of the field. That's enough for a first down. And Jalen Williams with a pretty good decision to keep that ball and run. New set of downs. Hands off to Charles Kibble. Kibble able to maybe get a yard on that carry. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. Four wide receivers. Jalen Williams looking to pass. He's going to decide to run again with this one. He's got plenty of space. This will be enough for a first down and more. Sideline, run out of bounds at the 22. They'll actually say he stepped out originally at about the 27-yard line, but plenty of yardage for the first down as Conroe keeps this drive going. And again, they're looking to respond to the Woodlands score with some points off of this possession. We're close to the end of the quarter, 17 seconds left. Ball at the Highlanders' 27-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Williams empties the backfield. 3 wide receivers to his right. Takes the snap, looks left. Chased out of the pocket. He evades a sack and leans forward to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to mark him down back close to, it looks like, the 30-yard line. That will officially be registered as a sack. And it will be the last play of the 3rd quarter as we are all zeros. A very good and exciting game. The Woodlands have taken control and lead 31-21, but Conroe's on the march. This football game is so interesting to the fans that they have no time to entertain the dance cam, it would appear. Okay, so we're getting ready to start the 4th quarter. Big district matchup. Conroe came into the second half with a 21-17 lead. 14 unanswered points for the Woodlands. Take us to where we're at now. Pass complete across the middle. Evades a couple of tacklers, brought down inside the 10-yard line. That pass complete to Lewis Williams. And Conroe will get quickly to the line. Ball on the 9-yard line, so it's 1st and goal. Williams will hand off to Kibble. Kibble, no running room, met at the line of scrimmage, maybe fought his way for a half a yard. But that'll bring up second down for the Tigers. And it's second and goal, they'll say from the 8. Williams will be in the shotgun with an empty backfield. Kibble, the running back, in the slot on the right. Williams gets the snap. He looks to his left. Plenty of time to throw. Across the middle, the wide receiver appears to have been held, and they will throw a flag on this. Joshua Denman was the intended target. No official call yet on the flag. Defensive holding. So this will be half the distance to the goal and automatic first down. They'll put the ball at the 5-yard line, so it's first and goal from the 5. Charles Kibble in the backfield with Jalen Williams. Slot receiver in motion. High snap, handoff to Kibble, fighting his way to the end zone. It looks like he broke the plane, and the officials say yes. Touchdown Conroe on a 5-yard carry by Charles Kibble. And we are just over a minute into the fourth quarter. Conroe with the score, trying to add one more on the extra point. Kick is up and good, so Conroe at 28, Woodlands at 31. We've got ourselves a 3-point ball game here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. 10 minutes, 57 seconds left in the game. The Woodlands will be looking to respond. Conroe defense will look to hold the Woodlands to a 3 and out and get themselves another possession. So as they try to take control of this game, the Highlanders going to look to respond with a score of their own. And the Woodlands have 2 back at the 5. Conroe's teed up and ready. The kick is going to be short and fielded at the 14. Advanced to the 20, looking for some running room to the 25. Finds it to the 30. And swung down at the 32-yard line. The Highlanders, pretty good field possession to start this drive early in the fourth quarter.
First down, Highlanders, on 32.
DeShiro in shotgun. Lane O'Brien to his left in the backfield. Quick throw to his right through the hands of Jack Calhoun, the intended target. That'll bring up second and 10. So a quick curl route just through the hands of the intended target. Second down. Drops back to pass, looking a little deeper this time, has his man, Jack Calhoun, up to catch it. Curious if he caught it in bounds. They say yes, he did, across midfield. And down to the 46-yard line. So a very acrobatic catch from the wide receiver there, as he had to go way up to get it, got 1 foot down. The senior wide receiver showing his athleticism on that play. Keep an eye on Calhoun. He's lining up in the right slot. O'Brien in the backfield with DeShiro. Looks to his left to throw, finds his slot receiver, has some room to run. About an 8-yard gain. Ben Ferguson with the reception and some well-earned yards after the catch. Gets the Woodlands to the 38-yard line. And it'll be 2nd and 2. DeShiro getting the play into his line of scrimmage. He's got 2 wide receivers on either side. He's looking to throw. He's going to tuck. Not a lot of room to run, but somehow makes positive yardage and picks up enough for a first down, it would appear, as they'll give him the spot on the 36-yard line, and they will, in fact, move the chains. So a fresh set of downs as we're now inside at 10 minutes left in this ball game. The Woodlands trying to build on their 31-28 lead, while the Tiger defense looking to get a stop here as their offense capped off a good possession with a touchdown of their own to make this a 3-point game. The Woodlands going to go under center on this snap. And it's a pitch to the left. He has a little bit of running room on that side, brought down at the 30 out of bounds. It's about a 6-yard gain on that play. And the Highlanders at the line of scrimmage with the same formation under center. It's a quick handoff to O'Brien, makes a spin move inside the 30, brought down at the 28. And that'll bring up 3rd down. They've got to get it to the 26-yard line for the first, so 3rd and 2. They're going to go from the same I formation, quarterback under center. Handoff goes to Jabari Reed. He doesn't have a lot of room to run. Conroe all over the running play there. Drops him at the 30, but it looks like they will give him some forward progress and mark this closer to the 28-yard line. Maybe even on the 27. They're saying 4th down and 1 to go. The Woodlands are clearly going to go for it on 4th down here. Although the play clock down to 4 seconds, they're going to use a timeout here with 8 minutes left in the game. They'll spend their first timeout to make sure they have everything right as they go for this conversion on 4th and 1. Deep inside Conroe territory, the ball's on the 27. Those fans that are here this afternoon have gotten a beautiful Texas afternoon here in late November. Almost 80 degrees at kickoff, and that temperature has not changed at all. As the shadows creep in, though, I see some people in the stands opting for the jackets. So the Woodlands come out on a very important first down. They need to pick up 1 yard. They're going to go under center in the I formation. The handoff will go to Reed. He's got some room to run. He picks up the first down, bounces off a tackler, takes it to the outside. He's going to try to get this into the end zone, unable to run out of bounds at the, looked like near the 5-yard line, but the official spot will be closer to the 10, I believe. And actually, they're going to put it back to the 14-yard line. So he must have stepped out of bounds well before he was brought down out of bounds. But at the end of the day, that's plenty for the first down. And they'll have 1st and 10 from the Conroe 14. This one is a handoff and nothing doing as he is brought down at the line of scrimmage. Lane O'Brien with the carry. Mabry Matower, the freshman quarterback, is in for DeShiro. And he's already responsible for a Highlander score. He ran one in from 6 yards out in the second quarter. And he's operating from shotgun with O'Brien to his left. He's going to look to pass. He's got a man wide open in the end zone. That is a touchdown. Dresden Meerman, the senior wide receiver, with the reception. So the Woodlands with a 9-point lead pending this extra point, trying to make it 10. The kick is up, and it's good. The Woodlands 38, Conroe 28. 7 minutes and 15 seconds left in this district action. So the future looks bright for the Highlanders as the freshman quarterback, Mabry Matower, responsible for 2 scores this afternoon. A rushing touchdown back in the first half, and he connects with Meerman on about a 10-yard touchdown reception. So Conroe showing an ability to move the ball on their last series. Will look to do the same, as there's plenty of time left in this game for them to respond. 3 men back to receive. The kick is short, caught at the 20 and advanced to the middle of the field, 25, across the 30 and up to the 34-yard line. So a slightly shorter field for Conroe to operate. Ball on their own 33. Tigers come out with 4 wide receivers. Jalen Williams in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Looks to throw across the middle. Overthrows his man. Kyler Payne, the intended target, across the middle. And while not a crucial series, it does seem like an important series for Conroe to respond. Down 10. Even a field goal at this point would be welcome. And 2nd and 10. Williams drops to pass, looking to his right, pump fake, and then tucks and runs, finds a little bit of running room on the right side, and brought down at around the 36 or 37-yard line. They'll say he got up to the 37, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 6. Williams operating from shotgun with an empty backfield. Puts his receiver in motion from the left slot, or right slot to wide left. That's where he's looking to throw. Finds a man, and it's complete for the first down. That's Jordan Thomas on the reception. Almost gets it to midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and they will stop the clock as he took a lick at the end of that play. And they'll attend to him near the Woodlands sideline. So Conroe had the lead after the first half, 21-17, but it's been mostly Highlanders in the second half as they lead 21-7 if you're just looking at the last two quarters. And the Tiger player able to jog off the field under his own power. To a round of applause from the fans. And the Tigers now set to resume action with a new set of downs. They are on the 48-yard line, their side of the field. Play action pass. Looks to go deep, has his man open and complete. Caught from behind at the 10. And that's Lewis Williams, the third with the reception. And a beautiful throw from Jalen Williams as the Tigers now have it inside the 10. So it's first and goal from the 8. And just under 6 minutes left in this game. They'll look to have a quick score here. Empty backfield. Williams with the snap and a quick throw to his left. It's a wide receiver screen. Gets some blocking and able to get it down to the 3-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal. The clock is going to stop. We have another player down on the Conroe side of the ball. Conroe with a score here would make it a one-possession game, and we're getting close to the 5-minute mark. You have to start contemplating an onside kick versus letting our defense make the stop. Conroe has fought hard this game to make it a competitive afternoon, and that in fact they have. The Tigers looking to turn things around as they come in at 3-4. Losers of the last 3 games, but a close one last week. Ended in a 28-24 loss to College Park. Conroe is 0-3 in district play, looking for their first win this afternoon. Round of applause for the Tiger as he is able to make his way off the field. This series continues from the Woodlands 3. It's second and goal. Just over 5.5 minutes left. And both sides of the ball ready to get this game action back underway. The refs just waiting for the trainers to officially exit off the field. We're ready to get started. Jalen Williams in shotgun. Charles Kibble in the backfield with him. Kibble gets the handoff, looking for some room to move, makes some moves very close to the end zone, and they officially signal he made it across the goal line. Touchdown Conroe. That's a 3-yard touchdown run for Kibble. And that's his third touchdown of the game. The extra point kick is up and good. So Conroe staying competitive in this game. Shaves the lead down to 3. The Woodlands are up 38-35, but we've got 5 minutes and 21 seconds left to play. So running back Charles Kibble for Conroe, responsible for 3 touchdowns. He scored back in the first quarter on a 32-yard touchdown reception. And then this quarter, he's responsible for both Conroe scores, punching in a 5-yard touchdown and that 3-yard touchdown that you just saw. Conroe will come out, and the Woodlands are setting up as though they expect a standard kickoff. Traditional kickoff formation for Conroe would indicate that they're just going to do things pretty standard here, and that's what they'll opt to do. It's a high kick fielded at the 13, brought up to the 20, brought to the right sideline across the 30, and swung down at the 34-yard line. Ben Ferguson, the junior wide receiver, on the kickoff return for the Woodlands. So how ambitious are you to score if you're the Woodlands, as you have the 3-point lead? There's 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game, and you certainly want to use as much clock as you can to keep the ball out of the hands of the Conroe offense. But sometimes if you get too conservative, then you end up getting very few yards and a turnover on downs. Quarterback keeper around the right side and brought out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. That's the freshman quarterback, Mabry Metauer, who's had a pretty good afternoon himself, running in 1 touchdown and throwing for another. And they'll keep him in behind center, along with Lane O'Brien in the backfield. A 2 wide receiver set. Gets the snap, the handoff goes to O'Brien up the middle, lowers his shoulder, and gets nearly to the first down marker. It looks like they will award him the first down as he gets the ball up to the 45-yard line. And that's a big first down for the Woodlands, as they're looking to work the clock a little bit. And they get up to the line of scrimmage with Metauer still behind center, pistol formation. Handoff goes to O'Brien. Finds a little bit of room to run on the right side of the line before being brought down short of the 50. They'll mark this at the 49-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd and 6. No urgency to get to the line and get this ball snapped. Freshman quarterback still behind center for the Woodlands. Lane O'Brien lining up to his right in the backfield. 2 wide receivers. Gets the snap. It's a designed quarterback run. Looking for room on the right side. Leaps over a tackler. Brought down at the 45. And that'll be enough for the first down. Conroe does have all 3 timeouts left, so on this particular series, you would have to think that they may start to use some of those timeouts to stop the clock. As they'll need to get this ball back without allowing the Woodlands to score. It's 1st and 10 from the Conroe 45. Metauer Takes the snap, handoff goes to O'Brien. O'Brien spins away from a tackler and tries to find some room on the right side, but only able to muster maybe 3 yards off that carry, and this will be a timeout. Conroe, they'll stop the clock with 3 minutes and 9 seconds left.
Thanks again, Chick-fil-A, for providing the food in the press box tonight. Appreciate it. Everybody stop by Chick-fil-A on the way home. Thanks.
A very exciting afternoon game here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. Conroe doing everything they can to try to get out of here with their first district win of the season, and the Woodlands trying to hang on to this lead so they can get to 4-0 on district play. It'll extend their winning streak to 4 straight and bring their overall record to 5-2. Coming out of the timeout, the Woodlands are looking at 2nd and 7. Ball on the 42-yard line, Conroe side of the field. Mettauer, the freshman quarterback, still behind center. It's a designed run for him. Follow his blockers, able to make first down yardage on that carry. So that's tough for Conroe as they spent a timeout to try to force either a turnover on downs or a punting situation, but a fresh set of downs for the Highlanders. And we're now inside of 3 minutes left. Conroe opting not to use a timeout after that carry. 1st and 10. Pistol formation with Mettauer, the freshman quarterback, in shotgun. O'Brien behind him, takes the handoff. Brought down just after the line of scrimmage, and now Conroe will call timeout. That's their second of the half. Just under 2.5 minutes left. And when we come out of this timeout, it'll be 2nd and about 9 yards for the Highlanders. And Conroe will have another timeout that they can play with to try to manage this clock in their favor. They're down 3. They played a tough game. It's been a fun one to call. And the Tigers are ready as they come out of the timeout. The Highlanders getting things straight on their end. They'll come back to the line of scrimmage ready to go here. 2nd and 9, ball on the 33. They've got to get it to the 24-yard line for the first down. DeShiro back in, taking the snap under center. Handoff goes to Jabari Reed. There's no running room for him as he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and Conroe will spend their last timeout, stopping the clock at 2:22. And pretty good clock management from the Conroe sideline there as they're getting the Woodlands to decide what to do on a 3rd and 9. And of course, if you're Conroe, you're hoping that you sort of force the issue onto the Highlanders and they'll have to attempt a pass. And with the incomplete pass, then you don't have to worry about the clock too much. Or if the Highlanders want that clock to run and you stop them on the run, then you force a tough 4th down decision on the Highlanders. But all of that is a moot point if the Highlanders can pick up this first down. Again, they have to get it to the 24. Ball's on the 33. And it looks like Lane O'Brien and Teddy Knox are in the backfield. So Knox with the direct snap. He's looking for some running room. He has it. He has enough for the first down. And this is just about going to be the clinching play here this afternoon as Teddy Knox picks up the first down for the Highlanders. And with no timeouts left, Conroe unable to stop the clock. And we have just about 2 minutes left in this game. DeShiro comes back in at quarterback for the Highlanders, with Lane O'Brien in the backfield to his left. I have a feeling we'll see a heavy dose of O'Brien here. And actually, they're just going to take the knees and let this clock expire with the 38-35 lead. The Woodlands more than happy to settle with a 3-point win tonight. Conroe made it a very competitive game, and they have to be disappointed as they leave this evening for battling as hard as they did and coming up just short. The Woodlands improved to 4-0 on district play, and they're atop the standings along with an undefeated College Park, undefeated in district, that is. And the Woodlands improved to 5-2 overall. Conroe dropped to 3-5 and 0-4 in district play. And we'll be back here next Friday for what amounts to a doubleheader. What was originally a 2 o'clock game has been moved to a 1 o'clock kickoff. And then the second game is scheduled for 7 o'clock. So thanks for joining us this afternoon for a great district game. The Woodlands come out on the winning end of this one, 38-35. Again, we'll be back next Friday for 2 more games. And you guys have Thanksgiving to look forward to and a beautiful week to enjoy it. Be careful, be safe, and be kind to one another. And please join us back here next Friday for another round of great high school football action.
think I can break down?